Happy Veterans Day, guys. We are sitting in the park. It's 54, the sun is shining, and we are getting ready to watch the Veterans Day parade here in our hometown. Excited to celebrate veterans. Happy Veterans Day to my Marine. So I can't wait to show you the parade. Sit back, relax, and let's get this party started.
what you've done for us in the future with the new ones. At this time, we have the national anthem by our combined bands.
Thanks for our service, and oh Lord, we ask you because you are our captain and commander overall. We ask you to hear and tribute to our veteran active brethren and to our special guest.
Was born in Parkersburg, West Virginia, July 22, 1929, of Thomas and Leona Ward Walbrown. He is a graduate of Parkersburg High School. He was enlisted in the Navy from 1946 to 1952. He served on the USS Shenandoah for 3.5 years at the rank of boatswain mate 3rd class. The ship was stationed in the Mediterranean Sea doing repairs and destroyers and reloading them with ammunition. Upon returning home, he began work at a box factory, and then ended up at John's Mandel, where he retired after 37.5 years. He married Alice Eleanor Dugan in November 1953. They have 2 children, Jeff and Selena, 4 grandchildren, 7 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. Charles enjoys playing volleyball and playing old standards on the piano at the Belfry Senior Citizen and Rockland Ridge Nursing Home. Charles has been a member of the American Legion for 61 years. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Walbrown to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the United States of America.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Voted to make November 11th Veterans Day in honor of our veterans, and whereas the greatest acknowledgement of our freedom is to honor our armed forces veterans who have sacrificed and in many instances paid the ultimate price for our freedom. And whereas the great state of West Virginia recognizes and respects the 140,000 veterans for their contributions for our freedom and security. And whereas the great state of West Virginia realizes that many veterans who gave so much of themselves come home without any recognition. And whereas both men and women of our armed forces continue to be an inspiration to all of us through their demonstration of courage, leadership, and commitment in service to our community and country. And whereas we in the Mountain State will always remember and pay homage to our military community for the contributions, dedication, and for some, the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of our freedom. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Jim Justice, Governor of the great state of West Virginia, do hereby proclaim November 11th, 2024 as West Virginia's Veterans Day in the Mountain State, and encourage all citizens to join me in observance and give special honor and recognition to the men and women who served in our armed forces. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the great seal of the state of West Virginia to be affixed. Done at the Capitol, City of Charleston, State of West Virginia, this the 7th day of November in the year of our Lord, 2024, and in the 162nd year of the state. Signed, Jim Justice, Governor.
U.S. Army. This is I'm getting beat up here by the flyover. God bless America.
Despite the risk of sacrifice, raise their hand to serve and defend this beautiful country. Our veterans, active duty service members, guardsmen, and reservists, your service has helped keep our country and its citizens safe and free. But also, let us take a moment to acknowledge the families of those service members and veterans who helped shoulder the weight of the war and the burdens of our sacrifice. The mothers, fathers, spouses, and the children of our military men and women, thank you. Your love and support and resilience are the backbone of this nation and must never be forgotten. On the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month, the guns of the world fell silent. An armistice was signed and the Great War was over. Unfortunately, World War I was not the war to end all wars we had hoped. Today was originally declared as an Armistice Day. 8 years after World War I, it honored only the veterans of that great war. But it was renamed Veterans Day after World War II in Korea, that out of all of our veterans who had to serve and defend our democracy. So today, we honor all of our nation's veterans who laid their lives on the line for our freedom. Those men and women, ordinary people like all of us, until they heard the call of duty and answered it, left their families, their homes, and their lives, not for recognition or fame, or even the honor we bestow upon them today. They fought to protect our country, to help us maintain our way of life. We honor our veterans and remember their great deeds. Let us also salute those who are currently fighting for our freedoms. Let us not forget the internal wounds of the veterans deal with daily. 22 of our brothers and sisters give up the fight every day. Most people don't understand. In civilian jobs, they do not require the risk to life or limb. No other occupation subjects employees to criminal charges they disobey their boss. Unlike members of the military, civilians can live where they want and go where they want, quit the job at any time they want. Unfortunately, traditional challenges and stress military life, feelings of isolation, all factors in the suicide rate amongst our veterans. We need to reach out to them, let them know. Our veteran suicide has a 50% higher, our veteran population has a higher suicide rate of 50% than our non-veterans. The stigma of seeking help needs to end if we're going to stop the suicides. It is crucial we look at these issues much differently than prior generations. Veterans value
DAV Auxiliary and American Legion Unit 159 Auxiliary. Now if we could have the 21 gun salute from American Legion Post 15, please. At this time, we'll have taps.